Hey, what's up? Joe in Vegas here with another review. I'm continuing my classic rock weekend. I was fortunate enough to see Doobie Brothers last night, and tonight we did the Steve Miller Band. Probably one of the most iconic classic rock voices songs. I mean, it's really like listening to the classic rock station that's playing Steve Miller Band songs most of the day, along with Zeppelin and some of the other great ones. But he is the epitome of that era and that generation and that sound. And he's got the hits to back it up. It's incredible. I don't know how old he is, but he's definitely getting up there. But he sounds perfect, and it was an incredible show. He's really interesting because of how long he's been around. With each song, they brought out a different guitar. And I'd say with every song or two, he would have this amazing story about where he got that guitar, what the guitar has seen. He used to play the Fillmore. Uh, just every guitar was different. Every guitar had a story, and every time he opened his mouth, you just want to hear more. The guy was just filled with stories, and I can't even imagine how many stories he has to tell of his days and his adventures and the life he lived putting this incredible music out. So it's really a treat to see these guys. Without even getting into it's just for the history of it. Just to say you saw these people, it's a treat, and everybody should go see them just to pay their respects. But getting into the set list, he definitely starts with a couple blues covers. He starts with Stranger Blues, which is an Etta James cover, and then Blues with a Feeling, which is a Rabon Tarrant cover. I don't know who that is, but he tells a little story before he gets into it. Just kind of, rock is based off of blues, and blues came out of, the Delta, and then it moved to Texas, where he's from, and then up Route 66. I mean, like I said, the guy has a real understanding of rock, as he's one of the founding fathers. So it's really interesting. He also talked about, I didn't know the whole story, but I knew rumblings of it. His godfather was Les Paul. So I mean, that's what he lived. That's what he grew up with. He was born into it, and he delivered. I mean, it's cool. He told a story about how Les Paul was his godfather. Les Paul got married in his parents' house, and he never received a free Les Paul guitar from Les Paul. Les Paul used to tell him, like, "Hey, you got to earn it," and he definitely earned it. But getting into it, he starts with Stranger Blues, and then Blues with a Feeling, just to set the tone that this night is going to be about music and rock. There's no fancy screens. There's no fancy fireworks. It's stories. It's his on his guitar. He's got a great band. That's all the guy needs because he's good enough. Then he gets into Wild Mountain Honey. Then right away he gives you Fly Like an Eagle. He's got so many hits, and he does such a good job spreading the hits throughout the set list. So Fly Like an Eagle is the fourth song, which is probably one of his best songs and his most famous songs. And it's a fantastic. It was like a 10-minute version. It was just great. Then he gets into Jet Airliner, which gets everybody on their feet because it's such an upbeat rock song. It was fantastic. The Stake, Wintertime. Then he gets into Abracadabra, another big hit of his. Living in the USA. Gets into Swingtown, another big hit. Dance, Dance, Dance. True Fine Love. Shabba Dabba Do Ma Ma Ma, which I think I pronounced that right. And then he just gets into the monster songs. Jungle Love. Like I said, before each one, he kind of tells a little story. Uh, Take the Money and Run. Classic. As good as it gets. Rockin' Me. Keep on Rockin' Me, Baby. So good. Says his goodnight. Walks off stage. Bullshit. And then comes back and blows everybody out of the water with the Joker. Just, his most famous song. I'm sure he's sick of singing it, but uh, it's so good. He's so good. I don't know. There's really not a lot to say. If you get a chance ever in your life to go see Steve Miller, it's so. I go to so many great shows. I feel like these reviews start sounding the same, but they really are. It's really a privilege to see these shows. I don't give bad reviews because I don't go to good shows. I like to go see legends, and these legends deliver every time. So if you get a chance to see Steve Miller and Steve Miller Band, it's fantastic. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this a 9-1. It's that good. It's He sounds good. He looks good. The hits are perfectly spread throughout the set list. The stories are interesting. They're intriguing. The stories of the guitars themselves are interesting. There's a lot of history within that man, and he deserves all the respect. Pay the money to go see him. The tickets were not that expensive for what you're getting. That's it. Big fan. 9.1. I'll see you at the next show. I think the next show for me is going to be Pearl Jam, which is the number one band on my list that I've never seen. I've been waiting my whole life to see Pearl Jam, so super excited about that. And that's it. I'll see you at the next show. Thanks for listening. Bye.